are you?
I was wondering if you had a job opening for...
Job? How dare you come in here and ask me for a job? I'm the editor-in-chief. I know the mayor of Venus. Hamburgers can see the future. Rosie...
Sorry about this. We share the building with a mental hospital.
Before I even get into what I want to get into, I just want to say I listened to this Yeat album like 2 or 3 times already, and all times I just felt like the songs weren't even hitting for me. Like it's just not good to me. I had a whole video to go out like 3 weeks ago when the album came out, but I was like, I'm not posting this shit because I don't feel like dealing with Yeat's fan base right now in my comment section. But now I just don't care anymore. They're gonna defend that nigga no matter how bad his music is. But if you haven't seen it by now, Lifestyle is completely off the charts after 3 weeks. Shortest charting #1 rap album ever, which is kind of crazy, but at the same time it's not because it's Yeat. And that's not even me hating, that's just being real because Yeat is the mumble god. Now you're probably thinking, how could an album go #1 and be completely off the charts in less than a month? Well, first of all, I can already tell you that even though he got the #1, his sales and streams were boosted by the merch and bundles, which is every artist doing that now, so it's not even surprising. But like I always say, just because an album has a high amount of sales does not mean it's good, and just because an album has a low amount of sales doesn't mean it's bad. It's always going to be quality over quantity, and in this case it was quantity over quality. And at this point in Yeat's career, he has a strong ass fan base, so it's not surprising that they pushed him to a #1 album. But let's just keep it a buck now. Lifestyle is not a good album. You got a 20+ song album, which for Yeat it should be like the max 12-13, because half the time he's just chatting on the beat, and then majority of the songs just don't sound good or they sound the same. There's no replay value on them. I actually only have one song that I like on that album, and it's gone for a minute, and I stopped listening to it like 2 weeks ago. This is just not something that you're gonna listen to long term. And even the biggest Yeat fans will probably tell you that they fuck with the album, but they cannot listen to it on a consistent basis. It probably already got stale for them. Everybody was talking about how they got the best of both worlds with this album, that they got the 2093 sound and then the old Yeat sound. But I've been telling people that they're gonna make Yeat go back to his old sound, and they're gonna like it for a couple of weeks and then just stop listening to it completely. He honestly should have just improved the 2093 sound a little more, or just evolved into a whole new sound, because we're in a different time now. You can't keep using the same formula for years to come, because people's attention spans are just so shot. They're expecting something brand new and fresh every couple of months. You can't keep using the same sound over and over. That's how people start to just leave you in the past. And I'm gonna keep it real, I fuck with Yeat, I fuck with most of his albums, but his music is not something that's gonna last for the next 5 to 10 years. At some point we're gonna get tired of listening to this shit. You can agree with me, you can disagree with me, I don't really care, but we're gonna look back at this one day and just realize that his music was just for this time period. He's not the only artist that has gone through this or will go through this, and he won't be the last. And his fan base mainly consists of the age range of 14 to 16-year-olds. Their attention spans are on the level of a squirrel right now. I promise you, they will be the first ones to say that Yeat is falling off once they hear something bad from him. Not to say that he's falling off anytime soon, but his fans aren't getting any younger. They're going to start discovering new artists, and if you're not bringing anything new to the table, your fans are just gonna move on sooner than later. I know people like to say the same thing about 2093, how it's really not a great album, but I can go back and listen to songs from 2093. This album, I cannot. And I honestly don't know if I'm really gonna get that same feeling from Yeat's albums like I used to in the past. This just felt like an album that needed more work and less songs, but that's just my opinion. Let me know how you guys feel about Yeat's album now that it's been out for like damn near a month now. Maybe I feel differently now, maybe I don't. Might drop a video about Uzi potentially pulling a Frank Ocean, but that's just if I care enough about it.